How you doing? So another way you can use K-PAQ to measure temperatures and help in your process is in the realms of improvement of product quality. Okay, so there are two main ways that temperature monitoring can help with your product quality improvements. One is to optimize the mechanical properties, the mechanical strength of your part. Ensure you're curing the polymer to the best temperature. Not overcooling, not overcooking or undercooking, but just right, the Goldilocks point. The other way you can use temperature monitoring to improve the quality of your part is to measure the temperature during the cooling phase to ensure that you're cooling it at the correct cooling rate and you're not cooling it too fast or cooling it too slow, but in fact, you're cooling it consistently. Cooling it too fast may be seen on your mold as warping, or if the part has shrunk too much or too little, and that's where measuring of the temperature can at least give you eyes inside the mold. So how would you know you're cooking a part to the correct temperature to get the maximum mechanical properties? So what you would do is you would cook a part to a peak internal air temperature of, let's say, 170 degrees Celsius. And then you would repeat that, but you would cook it this time to 180 degrees Celsius. You might repeat that 2 or 3 more times, 190 degrees Celsius, 200 degrees Celsius, 210 degrees Celsius. So you're incrementing that peak internal air temperature each time you do a molding. So now you have 5 or 6 moldings in front of you, and you've marked these as having been cooked to 180 peak internal air, 190 peak internal air, and so on. You cut these up, and you cut them up into sample sizes of perhaps 5-inch square if you're using the arm drop weight impact test procedure. And you cut these pieces up and you test them, which is by the dropping of a dart onto the sample. And it will give you a number out. And that number will relate to the impact strength, which is the number of joules required to break that particular sample. And if you repeat that in all 5 of those moldings or all 6 of those moldings, depending on the number that you do, you'll find one where that impact strength is the maximum number it can be on the material. And so then that is the peak internal air temperature that you have to try and target during your cycle. So if you are not sure if you're making parts to the correct temperature, getting the maximum mechanical strength out of your part, well then that's one of the ways that K-PAQ can be used to determine that. I mean, why spend all this money on top quality material and then not cook it correctly? Your material supplier may be able to give you the optimum peak internal air temperature, but it's worthwhile checking that yourself to make sure you are indeed getting it. We'll finish off there, but we'll come back and we'll do another short video on how cooling rates can be adjusted in your cycle. Thank you.